Hey you guys, hope you're well and well in the Lord and your day is fine as and fit as fiddle. Meds here, how are you doing? Hope you're fine and fine. Hey guys, keep subscribing to Meditate. Thank you for always coming back to watch my channel. Thank you for always clicking. It's a pleasure. I don't take you for granted, and thank you for having the notification bell so that whenever I put in something, guys, you're always here to support me. Yeah. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your love, guys. Thank you so much for your love. Yeah, today is another beautiful day. I know my peeps. You're out here doing one or two things. That is what God has blessed us to do. But there's something that I've been seeing online and I thought I should weigh in on it, guys. What? I've seen time and again that I advocate for mental health. I know my reasons for that, but the reason as to why I'm so passionate about things mental health is because, man, a lot of people out here are suffering from depression, either knowing or unknowingly. People out here are dying silently because of the things that are happening to them. They have chosen either to be silent about it, they have chosen to look for friends. There are some who are talking to their friends, there are some who are talking to their pastors, there are some who are talking to their parents. Whoever you've chosen to talk to, psychiatrist, psychologist, is the best thing to do. If you're suffering from any mental issue, it's of importance that you seek help. It's of importance that you talk to someone. It's of importance that you find yourself at least some help, because life is too short to live in constant mental battle. Look for somebody you can share with, look for somebody you can talk to. It's important. Having said that, I'm going to be talking about the sexual harassment story that is going online. It's so talked about. It's one of the most talked about issues right now in the internet. Do you remember R. Kelly, Robert Kelly, the famous singer, whose docuseries shocked the world, and the revelations of how he sexually harassed young girls, how he sexually molested young girls, and how that he had a series of women from Aliyah back in the day, a lot of women who came out to say that this man forced them into sex or forced them to do things that they were not okay, and it went all over. People argued about this R. Kelly issue. There was a serious legal battle which ended up seeing R. Kelly locked in jail. Up to date, guys. I don't know what is it about Hollywood and fame. I don't know what is it about Hollywood and success. I don't know what is it about Hollywood and money, because things that happen to these rich guys is something mesmerizing. Now, Robert Kelly is one of the best talented R&B singers ever in history. You can remember I Believe I Can Fly. All these songs that R. Kelly sang back in the days when we were in high school. We used to sit in our dining tables, eat and drink as we listen to R. Kelly. And man, it is so sad. Just like I was telling you, R. Kelly is known to have sung the best songs in the universe those days. Yeah, we are doing some photocopy. Neighbors, and you're looking for a place to do a photocopy, just next to Neighbors, you can check in here. There is a cyber here, there is iTax, there is eCitizen, there is printing shop, and web and design. Just next to Neighbors. Chicken in and all. So, just like I was telling you, R. Kelly was one of the biggest, or the legends, the greatest of all time when it came to R&B and stuff. But the coming down of R. Kelly was one that was shocking. These are things, these are scenes that follow you over time. The docuseries that was presented by women for R. Kelly, I would love to remember, apart from Aliyah, who is dead and gone, and she was married to R. Kelly when she was very young. There are other women who came in and alleged R. Kelly for sex trafficking, for a lot of things, drugs. Yani, the charges that R. Kelly was given, they shook the whole world. Why? It was serious. Now I was wondering what's the problem with all Hollywood and fame? Hmm? These guys who made money in music, in rap, in acting and stuff. These guys have, are living large. The actors, the actresses, and all these kind of people, they're living large. I don't know, when money gets into your brain, I don't know what cheats someone that they can do whatever they want. They can pass. If they do sexual assault, they can pass. If they are pedophiles, they can, bribe their way out because of the monies they have. This R. Kelly story was narrated by the brother, and when you listened, he was trying to allege that he turned out to be a pedophile because he was, molested when he was young. But basically, that is not a very good excuse to ruin young girls' lives, or turn small girls into slavery, especially sex slavery and all that thing. So I sat down and listened to one of the greatest, Puff Daddy, yesterday, as he was tendering an apology to Ventura, and I was like, really? First of all, he's not only accused to be a pedophile, he's not only accused to be a drugs peddler, he's not only accused to be having an underground tunnel in his house where they sex traffic, but he is also accused of being a butler, a violent man who can beat a woman. I've always said in this platform that beating a woman is sick. When you raise your hand and beat a woman, you belong to a mental institution. Any man who beats a woman, you stoop so low. Yani, you belong to there's a prison in my country called Shimolatewa. It has a pit. I mean, I don't know. You belong to such prisons. These are not the ages when men used to batter women. Those things are done and dusted. These are not the ages when you used to lock your wife in the rooms and batter her, beat her until the villagers come to rescue, or the neighbors. If you find yourself doing these, people like Raymond, these are sick people in the mind. You see, this Raymond the billionaire, he calls himself Raymond the billionaire, who beats his wife in public and brags about it. These are people who belong to committee. Now look at Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy, I don't even know what to say. He's seen in an hotel in 2016 battering Cassie Ventura, beating her mercilessly, and then he comes publicly to tender an apology that doesn't seem like even making a lot of sense, and he's saying that, I'm sorry, I've been battling mental What kind of mental depression leads you to beat a woman? What kind of mental disarray that leads you to beat a woman? I mean, you're trying to say that you are suffering mentally, that's why you beat a woman? I mean, are you now you need to be checked. You literally need to be checked. Pdiddy is the greatest of all times. You've listened to Puff Daddy sing, nobody will understand you like I did. If you remember the R&B of the days, R. Kelly, Puff Daddy, Pdiddy, and all these guys, 50 Cent, Nelly, Ashanti, these guys, Lopez, these guys used to sing until you melt. Now they have amassed a lot of wealth, and this wealth is being used badly because someone like Puff Daddy has been accused of hosting parties that you can't even have the right words to use on the parties he hosts in backyard, the way he treats young men, the way he's been accused of a lot of things. But basically, when Cassie Ventura, sorry guys, something interrupted my mind. Cassie Ventura was married, or rather was not married, basically was a partner, because when you're a partner, I don't know if you have an argument or what, was a girlfriend to Pdiddy some years back, 2016 or stuff, and they were okay, they seemingly were okay, and this assault was taken to the courts, and Pdiddy paid off the woman, and the woman dropped the case. Let me tell you, the sins of the past have a way of coming to bite, and especially if they don't make sense. I mean, the hotel hid the video. Hey, kitu nataka kuniuma. The hotel hid the video that showcased Pdiddy doing this action, meaning he paid the hotel off. You see why I'm saying Hollywood and money? Someone can walk away with any crime so long as you have money. Even in my country, so long as you have money, you can walk away with crime. But the crime of passion, crimes of, you know, battering women and you know, pedophiles, those are crimes that one cannot walk away with. You want to tell me that Pdiddy should walk away with this kind of thing by tendering an apology that sounds seemingly fake? No. It's not going to happen like that. What happens to these greatest of all times people when they get too much money? The other day, Pdiddy was with Steve Harvey's daughter. And how do people even date such a man who has all this? And now we are not even sure if this is going to go anywhere, because again, maybe he's gonna pay Cassie so that she cannot press charges. Cassie has not commented. She's silent on it. We don't know what is running through her mind. We don't know if she's decided let it slide. But basically CNN highlighted it. I'm getting it from CNN, guys. I'm not creating my own stories. These guys were bomb in the days, but I don't know what happened. I think when money comes in, something happens. I've never understood. Huh? He has a tunnel that, you know, they're still investigating. Homeland Security was in his house yesterday and they're still investigating how he ended up having a property that is as a tunnel that links different houses. And what exactly does this tunnel do? Is it for trafficking drugs? Is it for trafficking women? Is it for, what is it? But basically I was even thinking, if all these things that are being levied against him are going to, you know, to come to book, is gonna go the same path like R. Kelly? Is gonna go the same path like R. Kelly? Greatest of all times people like Pdiddy end up in prison for good because of what? Money. Is it like their managers? And you see, if you remember the case of R. Kelly, his managers were well involved in what he was doing. His managers well knew what was happening. His managers knew when women would come in, when they would be trafficked out. Like, people around him knew, and they went silent. They would say nothing. What happens? You know, I've been thinking about this Pdiddy whole issue, and I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys who have too much money, I don't know if they said that they're not sure of what to do with the money, or they're not able to control. And then Pdiddy was giving an apology, really, for battering a woman and saying you have mental issues. How many people in this world have mental issues? Everyone is undergoing stress, but I don't see the amount of stress that should make anyone beat a woman, or even a woman beat a man. If they're women beaters out here, there's no stress that should cause anyone to beat a woman, or vice versa. So I don't understand this apology that Pdiddy is rendering, which doesn't even seem like he's serious, and then he has not even groomed so that people can believe that he's really sorry. I don't know who's gonna buy this kind of apology. No woman should be battered in such a style. One is seen walking out of the auto room with a towel, meaning maybe he was doing something, we can say maybe forceful to this woman. This woman who has full clothes in her body is seen walking out, and this guy drags her. I mean, this is even sick. He drags her from the lift back to the hotel after hitting her, punching her. It is cowardly for a man to beat a woman. Get it from me. It's cowardly, total cowardly for any man to beat a woman. Never ever. If me and you don't have the same DNA, so it means we only coexist and complement each other in this thing you call marriage. If at all you're tired of me, there is no need of punching and putting red color in my black skin, or black colors in my black skin. Let me go back to my parents. It's never that serious. So what Pdiddy would have done with Cassie Ventura was to release her. Why hit her, drag her? and then pay off the hotel to keep quiet. And luckily, the hotel kept a tape for a rainy day. Now Pdiddy, it's his rainy day because the tape is out. No one is excited for that. But basically, any man who beats a woman is a coward. That is what I'm saying. Simple and clear. That is cowardly. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I'm just summarizing it and saying that no man is expecting to beat a woman like that. The investigations that are going on, I don't know where they're going to lead, what they're going to find in his house, because they're looking for evidences to support their arguments. Whatever they find in his house will be locked. To bring information about it will be locked to see. So guys, karibu, keep locked, keep locked, keep locked, keep locked. And if you're joining me in at the middle of this, kindly subscribe, keep subscribing, keep subscribing. Let's hit the subscription button, guys. Let's hit the numbers, guys. But this issue of men, let me tell you something. Even if you're a married woman and your husband forces himself on you, that is forced sex. Let me not use rape. It is molestation as far as I'm concerned. Whether you two were joined together by love and agreeing that my body is your body, but this time this one person is forcing themselves into you, that is molestation at the highest core. These things should be mutual. Yeah, it's mutual. It's never forced. So guys, let's keep talking about this issue. I'll be back. I'm following so closely this Pdiddy issue. I need to understand how it will play out, because if it plays out the way it played for R. Kelly, then Pdiddy is in for a bright shock. He might end up spending his pension in the courts. And men should learn a lesson, and especially those men. You see what happened to Bill Cosby, if you can remember, the famous man. He went down the drain like shh, Hollywood and money, and it's even spreading in Africa. It's happening in our country, in the neighboring countries. Men batter women, kill women, just like that. Yeah. So you hear the story of Diddy and these rich men who think they can walk away by, maltreating women, and they pay their way out. It is not allowed. It should not be allowed. Let's see how it's gonna play out. But basically, people with money, they get away with